to vote, and they vote illegally. What is Donald Trump trying to accomplish here?
Hey, hello there, YouTube. Welcome to my channel. Not in Kansas anymore.
This is too much. I just think we need a do-over.
All right.
So
This is not what I thought my first YouTube video would be. Originally, I wanted this to be a channel that documented my retirement in the Philippines and traveling around the Philippines and highlighting their culture, the World Heritage Sites, which there are more of in the Philippines than anywhere else in the world. But what I found, even though I tried really hard to do that, was that it took me out of the moment. I did not enjoy it. It took something away from what I was there to experience. And it felt like a job instead of enjoying my travels. And anyone that knows me knows that I have always been very political, interested in politics and history. And even though I have retired and am no longer living in the United States, I didn't stop paying attention to what was going on back home. And I don't know when exactly it was, but there was one thing I definitely noticed, and that was that no media site, independent or mainstream, seemed to focus on the things or policies we could do to solve the problems at home in the U.S. Not one. All of them were about pointing the finger at the other side. Oh, look at what they've said. Look at what they did. No solutions. So I started researching. I mean, I'm retired. I have time. So I started researching for policies. Policies that I felt were straightforward, common sense, and could solve some of our major issues. And I'll admit, I didn't find many. They just don't seem to exist. What I found were policies that were either extremely left or extremely right. There was nothing in the middle that was common sense that quite simply solved our problems. Things that we could do right now, today, to make major changes in where our country is headed. Some of the issues we are facing, in my opinion, are A, Social Security is going bankrupt. Healthcare costs are out of control. The price of housing has skyrocketed. Our debt and deficits are almost insurmountable.
Normally around here we wouldn't present this racist content.
We have a homeless crisis. Our infrastructure is crumbling.
Because of this image of the former president, very popular woman, First Lady.
And our border with Mexico has been a constant source of conflict between the parties since the 1960s. And it hasn't gotten any better. There seems to be only two camps on how to handle that problem, for example. A, ignore it. B, go full military on it and display nothing but contempt and brutality. And neither of those things are what I think Americans want. Solve the problem. Too often I see our government treating the symptom and not the problem. And it causes short-term stability, but leads to crisis further down the road. And that's why I am doing this channel the way I'm going to do it. I want open, concise, not hate speech, not buzzword filled, not anger, but actual conversation about these policies that I believe are not the answers, but a starting point.
This is from an internet meme video depicting President Trump as the king of the
I'm sure there are things in these policies that make absolute sense to every American. And I'm sure there are things in these policies that some of us are going to go, whoa, wait a minute. How would we even begin to accomplish that? But the idea is to have a conversation, a true, legitimate conversation about these policies, and see if, as I believe, that as Americans we have more in common than we have in disagreement. Yes, there are the fringe, far left and far right, but I firmly believe that most Americans, the vast majority of us, are somewhere in the center. That we just want our government to work. We want our government to be functional. We want our government to actually solve some of the major problems that confront America today without violating our privacy, our First, Second, Fourth, and amendments from the Constitution, smaller government, less expense. Now, if this sounds like something that you're interested in, I invite you to join me once a week, where I will highlight one of the policies that I have found. I will start with the Social Security policy that, to me, is just something that we should be doing right away. It makes complete and total sense to me. And it doesn't raise taxes, it doesn't hurt the country, and it saves a program that keeps millions of senior citizen Americans out of poverty and from starving to death. And it's absolutely vital to our country's survival. So again, I invite you, if this is your thing, if this is what you want to discuss, if this is what you want to talk about, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, share the videos with your friends, and more importantly than any of all of that, leave a comment. If you see something I missed, if you have questions about something in a policy, put them in the comments. I promise you, I will do my best to answer and respond to every single one of them. Because I think there are only two ways to accomplish the things that we need done. The first thing is to vote. The second thing is to have a strong, unified voice as to what our expectations are from our political representatives, and then hold them accountable. If they're not doing what we want as Americans, if they're not accomplishing the goals that we desire as Americans, then find the political person that will. They don't have to be a Republican. They don't have to be a Democrat. Party lines shouldn't exist. What should exist is us telling them what we desire our country to be, and them responding to our will.
Exactly right. I think it also...
So I thank you for coming to my channel.
isn't a mass off.
I hope I didn't come off as preachy. That's not the point. I want you to share a cup of coffee with me, or a cup of tea, whatever it floats your boat,
That's what's happening in America, in Minneapolis.
and participate in the conversation. Again, thank you for coming to my channel. I hope to see all of you again. Goodbye.
And you also see where they're not saying, oh, let's mash